The rifle market in 2026 is moving at a pace we have never seen before. And let me tell you, the competition is absolutely cutthroat. We are seeing a massive shift in what the American shooter is looking for. It is no longer just about the cheapest price tag. It is about reliability, modularity, and having a platform that can actually perform when the stakes are high. Millions of Americans are being incredibly selective about where they drop their hard-earned cash this year, looking for quality that lasts a lifetime. I am Michael, and today I am pulling back the curtain on the 12 fastest-selling rifles that real-world gun owners are actually putting in their safes right now. We are moving beyond the marketing fluff and looking at the true workhorses that are flying off the shelves at local gun shops across the country. Stick around until we hit that #1 spot, because I promise you, it is a choice that is going to catch a lot of you veteran shooters off guard. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you do not miss our deep dives. Let's get into the heat of it. Number 12, Bergara B-14 HMR. We have a rifle that has been absolutely dominating the precision bolt action market lately, the Bergara B-14 HMR. Now, HMR stands for hunting and match rifle, and it lives up to every bit of that name. This is the rifle for the guy who wants to go out and tag a buck in the morning and then turn around and ring steel at 1,000 yards in the afternoon. What makes this thing sell so fast is that it offers a near custom experience without that $5,000 custom price tag. The heart of this rifle is that world-famous Bergara barrel. These guys started as a barrel-making company in Spain, and they have brought that expertise to this platform with a sub-MOA guarantee. It features a molded synthetic stock with an internal aluminum skeletal spine. They call it the mini chassis. This gives you a rock-solid, repeatable bedding surface that you usually only find in high-end competition rigs. The bolt is as smooth as glass, using a 2-lug system with a sliding plate extractor that feeds like a dream every single time you cycle it. The trigger is another high point. It is crisp, adjustable, and has zero perceptible creep, which is vital when you are trying to make those long-distance shots count. The biggest pro here is the sheer versatility. You get an adjustable cheek piece and length of pull spacers right out of the box, so the rifle fits you like a glove. It also accepts AICS-style magazines, which is the industry gold standard for reliability. On the downside, this is not exactly a lightweight mountain rifle. Clocking in at over 9 pounds before you even mount a heavy optic, you are definitely going to feel it if you are trekking 5 miles through heavy brush. However, for most shooters, that extra weight is a fair trade-off for the incredible recoil management and surgical precision it provides. When you get behind this rifle, you are looking at a precision machined barrel that typically spans 22 to 24 inches depending on your caliber of choice. It comes optics ready, factory drilled, and tapped to fit any standard Remington 700 style bases, giving you endless mounting options. While it is chambered in several heavy hitters, the .308 Winchester and 6.5 Creedmoor models are the ones flying off the shelves. The entire system is built around that Bergara HMR molded stock, with its full-length mini chassis feeding from a 5-round detachable AICS magazine. You can expect to find this beast starting at around $1,050 at your local dealer. Number 11, Springfield Armory St. Victor, a rifle that has been causing a serious stir in the mid-tier AR-15 market. If the standard Saint is their solid baseline, the Victor is the one that went to the gym and came back with all the upgrades you actually want. Springfield realized that modern shooters were tired of buying a basic rifle and immediately spending another $400 to swap out the furniture and the trigger. So they decided to build a duty-ready rifle right out of the box. And the sales numbers in 2026 show that the market was more than ready for it. The Victor stands out because of its enhanced component set. It features a high-quality 15-inch M-LOK free-float handguard that gives you all the real estate you need for lights, lasers, and grips without adding unnecessary bulk. But the real magic is inside the lower receiver. Springfield dropped in a flat-face nickel boron-coated single-stage GI trigger. It provides a crisp, clean break with a lightning-fast reset, which is a massive upgrade over the gritty, heavy triggers found on most factory rifles. They also included an innovative SA muzzle brake that does an incredible job of redirecting gases to keep your muzzle flat during rapid fire, making it a favorite for 3-gun competitors and tactical enthusiasts alike. The biggest pro here is the bang for your buck. You are getting premium features like a pinned gas block, a melanite-coated bolt carrier group, and high-end Magpul furniture without the custom shop tax. It is a rifle that is ready for a professional carbine course the day you buy it. On the flip side, that effective muzzle brake we mentioned, it is loud. If you are shooting at an indoor range or next to a buddy, they are going to feel that concussive blast every time you squeeze the trigger. It is the price you pay for such flat shooting performance, but it is something to keep in mind for home defense scenarios. Looking at the hardware, this rifle is built around a 16-inch lightweight profile barrel with a 1-in-8 twist rate, which handles a wide variety of bullet weights perfectly. The upper and lower receivers are forged from 7075 T6 aluminum and finished with a hard coat protective anodizing. It is chambered in the versatile 5.56 NATO, meaning you can run both military-grade surplus and 223 Remington through it all day long. The rifle ships with a 30-round Magpul PMag and features a 6-position adjustable stock to fit any shooter's frame. You are looking at a retail price starting around $1,100, which is a steal considering the level of refinement you are getting. Number 10, Henry Lever Action 22, a rifle that represents pure, unadulterated American pride. Henry Repeating Arms has been cranking these out of their facilities since 1996, and since then, they have put over 2 million of these rifles into the hands of shooters. That is not just the sales stat. It is proof that in 2026, American gun buyers still value old-school craftsmanship and a name they can trust with their hard-earned money. It is the kind of heirloom piece you buy for yourself but eventually pass down to your grandkids. What sets the Henry apart from any other rimfire on the market is the action. It is famous for being silky smooth, so smooth you can literally cycle the lever with a single finger without feeling a hint of grit or resistance. This rifle is an absolute featherweight at just 5.25 pounds, making it the perfect companion for a young shooter or anyone spending a full day trekking through the timber without getting worn out. The engineering magic here is in the feeding system. This rifle is designed to eat 3 different types of 22 ammunition, 22 short, 22 long, and 22 LR. You can mix and match them in the same tube without changing a single internal part, thanks to a robust carrier design that has been perfected over decades. The cost of operation. When you are looking at bulk 22 LR ammo costing as little as 4 cents per round, you can spend an entire afternoon at the range for less than the price of a burger. Plus, Henry stands behind their work with a full lifetime warranty. You have to remember this is a tube-fed design. To reload, you are essentially sliding a brass tube out from under the barrel, which means your hands are getting closer to the muzzle than some people are comfortable with. It is also slower to reload than a modern detachable magazine, but for many, that slower pace is part of the classic lever action charm. When you pick up this Henry, you are feeling a straight-grained American walnut stock that feels substantial and warm in the hand. The barrel stretches 18.25 inches, capped off with a traditional brass bead front sight and a fully adjustable rear sight for fine-tuning your point of impact. It is chambered to handle the full range of 22 rimfire rounds, and the magazine tube holds a generous 16 rounds of 22 LR. You can find these beauties starting at around $400, which is a small price to pay for a lifetime of reliability. Number 9. Savage Axis II, the king of the budget-friendly bolt guns. This rifle has been a staple in the American market ever since Savage gave it a major facelift back in 2016. Retail data shows this thing regularly outsells its closest competitors by nearly 2-to-1 in the under $500 category. Why? Because Savage figured out how to give you a tack driver without making you pay a premium for a fancy name. The X factor for the Axis II is the AccuTrigger. This was a revolutionary piece of tech when it dropped, and it still holds up today. It allows you, the owner, to adjust your own trigger pull weight right at your workbench using a simple tool that comes in the box. Most manufacturers would charge you a couple $100 for a trigger this crisp, but Savage builds it right in. On top of that, their quality control is legendary. Data from 2023 showed that 97% of these rifles passed their final accuracy inspection on the very first try. That is a level of consistency that is hard to find at this price point. It is a no-nonsense tool that just works. The barrel is free-floated, and the head spacing is set using a barrel nut system that Savage pioneered to ensure maximum precision. Some shooters find the synthetic stock to be a bit flexy or cheap-feeling compared to higher-end chassis systems. The bolt lift is also a bit heavier than a custom action, but when you are hitting bullseyes at 200 yards with a budget rifle, those complaints tend to fade away pretty fast. The Axis II is built around a 22-inch carbon steel barrel that comes from the factory drilled and tapped for your favorite optic mounts. It features a rugged, matte black synthetic stock designed to withstand the worst weather the hunting season can throw at you. While it is available in a variety of calibers, the .308 Winchester version is the true workhorse of the lineup. It feeds from a 4-round detachable box magazine that snaps securely into place. Most shops are moving these starting at around $379. Number 8, Tikka T3X. We have the pride of Riihimäki, Finland, the Tikka T3X. Now, if you aren't familiar with Finnish shooting culture, let me tell you, these people take their rifles seriously. We are talking about a country where hunting is a way of life for hundreds of thousands of citizens. The T3X has become a massive seller in 2026 because it offers a level of refinement that usually costs twice as much. When you cycle the bolt on a Tikka, it feels like it is sliding on ball bearings. It is a smoothness that first-time shooters often mistake for a $3,000 custom build. The engineering behind the T3X is all about tight tolerances and cold hammer forged barrels. Every single rifle leaves the factory with a trigger pull set crisp between 2 and 4 pounds, meaning you don't have to spend a dime on an aftermarket upgrade. But what really drives the sales is the modularity. Tikka designed this stock with asymmetrical grip patterns and a modular pistol grip that allows you to swap out the angle of the grip to fit your shooting style, whether you are prone or shooting from a stand. In professional long-range competitions throughout 2023 and 2024, this rifle appeared in the hands of more podium finishers than any other production bolt gun under $1,000. It is a tack driver right out of the box. The trigger is widely considered one of the best factory triggers in existence. The stock is functional but can feel a bit plasticky to some traditionalists. Also, because the rifle is quite light, it can be a bit jumpy when chambered in heavier magnums. However, for the serious shooter who values a smooth-running machine, these are minor trade-offs for finish perfection. Hardware-wise, you are looking at a 22.4-inch cold hammer forged barrel that is built to last a lifetime. It features an integral rail for rock-solid scope mounting and is most commonly found chambered in the versatile .308 Winchester. The rifle feeds from a 3-round detachable box magazine and sits in a modular synthetic stock that is as tough as the Finnish winters it was designed in. You can expect to find this surgical instrument starting at around $699. Number 7, Ruger American Rifle. The rifle that arguably saved the budget hunting market when it dropped in 2012, the Ruger American Rifle. This thing has been a sales juggernaut for over a decade, and in 2026, it remains the top recommended starter rifle for new hunters across 34 different states. Ruger employs over 1,800 American workers to build these, and they have sold over 3 million units since the line launched. It is the definition of American-made utility. Ruger didn't just build a cheap rifle, they built a smart one. Every barrel is cold hammer forged, a process that compresses the steel molecules for superior strength and longevity. But the real secret sauce is the power bedding system integral bedding blocks that positively locate the receiver and free float the barrel for consistent accuracy. They also included the Ruger Marksman trigger, which is user adjustable between 3 and 5 pounds. This allows you to tune the rifle to your specific finger pressure without needing to pay a gunsmith $60 an hour to do it for you. The sheer reliability and the vast aftermarket support. If you want to change the stock or the trigger later, there are a million options. It is also incredibly lightweight and easy to carry through the brush. The bolt has a 3-lug design that can feel a bit zippy or rough when it is brand new compared to the Tikka we just talked about. It also uses a rotary magazine that some find a bit finicky to load until they get the hang of it. But for a rifle that performs this well at this price point, it is hard to complain. This workhorse features a 22-inch barrel and comes with a factory-installed Picatinny rail, making it ready for your favorite glass right out of the box. The ergonomics are handled by a rugged synthetic stock designed to take a beating in the woods. While it comes in many flavors, the .308 Winchester model remains the king of the sales floor. It utilizes a 4-round rotary magazine and is priced to move, usually starting around $529. Number 6, IWI Zion-15, a rifle that has absolutely disrupted the mid-range AR-15 market. Now, if the name IWI sounds familiar, it's because Israel Weapon Industries has been forging combat rifles for the Israeli Defense Forces since 1933. That is nearly a century of real-world grit-in-the-gears battlefield engineering. In 2024, independent lab testing confirmed that the Zion-15 bolt carrier group passed every military acceptance test on the very first try without a single tweak. It is one of the most refined attempts at bringing genuine military-grade DNA into a civilian-priced rifle. The Zion-15 is all about the overbuilt philosophy. It features a proprietary cold hammer-forged barrel that maintains accuracy standards usually reserved for rifles that cost an extra $500. But the real story is the endurance. In 2023, this rifle completed a 10,000-round torture test with zero, and I mean zero, malfunctions recorded. That is a result fewer than 15% of tested AR platform rifles in this category have ever achieved. The gas system is tuned to be soft shooting, but reliable enough to cycle even the cheapest steel-cased ammo you can find at the bottom of your range bag. The quality to cost ratio. You are getting a combat-proven lineage and a rifle that feels significantly more tight than your average entry-level AR. The handguard is slim, the trigger is better than mil-spec, and the reliability is top tier. Because I focuses so much on durability, the rifle can feel a bit Spartan to some. It doesn't have the flashy aesthetics of a boutique race gun, and the finish is a standard hard coat that is built for work, not for the showroom. But for a rifle, you can bet your life on. Those aren't really cons at all. This tactical machine is built around a 16-inch cold hammer-forged barrel that is ready for hard use. It features a full-length top Picatinny rail for your optics and a 6-position collapsible mil-spec stock that adjusts to your gear or frame. Chambered in the classic 5.56 NATO, it feeds from any 30-round standard magazine you have lying around. You can usually find the Zion-15 starting at around $999. Number 5. Daniel Defense DDM 4v7. We are stepping into the buy once, cry once category with the Daniel Defense DDM 4v7. Founded by Marty Daniel in a garage in Georgia back in the year 2000, this company has grown into a powerhouse that supplies rifles directly to the United States military and law enforcement in over 40 states. In 2023, 3 separate American law enforcement agencies chose Daniel Defense as their official duty rifle over brands with much bigger marketing budgets. It is the benchmark for what a high-end American-made AR should be. What you are paying for here is extreme quality control. Daniel Defense has a rejection rate during final inspection of just 0.3%. The barrel is cold, hammer-forged, and chrome-lined through its entire length, a process that is expensive and difficult, but results in a barrel that can outlast almost any other on the market. Their specialized MFR rail system is not only incredibly light, but also exceptionally strong, providing a rock-solid platform for your accessories that won't shift zero under hard use or impact. This is a professional-grade tool. It is lightweight, perfectly balanced, and built to a standard that exceeds military requirements. If you want a rifle that you never have to upgrade because it already has the best of everything, this is it. The price is the obvious hurdle. At nearly $2,000, it is a significant investment. Some shooters also find the Daniel Defense signature pistol grip and stock to be a love it or hate it design, though most find the over-molded rubber grips to be incredibly comfortable during long-range sessions. The DDM 4v7 features a 16-inch chrome-lined barrel tucked under a sleek M-lock handguard with a full-length Picatinny rail on top. It is chambered in 5.56 NATO and comes with a 6-position collapsible synthetic stock that feels as solid as a fixed one. It ships with a 30-round standard magazine and a price tag that starts around $1,849. It's expensive, but it's a rifle that will likely outlive you. Number 4. Smith & Wesson M&P 15 Sport 2. We have a rifle from a company that has been a pillar of American firearms manufacturing since 1852. Smith & Wesson. Their M&P 15 Sport 2 is not just a popular rifle. It has been the single best-selling AR-15 in the United States for 5 consecutive years. To put that into perspective, industry data confirms that an American gun owner buys one of these every 4 minutes, every single business day. It is the bread and butter of the modern sporting rifle world. The Sport 2 earned its reputation by being the perfect first AR. Smith & Wesson focused on the essentials that matter for reliability. It features a forward assist and a dust cover, features that were missing on the original Sport model, bringing it up to the full tactical standard. The bolt carrier group is high quality and designed to run through thousands of rounds with minimal maintenance. What really drives its sales in 2026 is the sheer trust the public has in the brand. In consumer reliability surveys covering over 8,000 owners, this rifle consistently ranks at the top for out-of-the-box performance in its price class. The incredible value and the peace of mind that comes with the Smith & Wesson lifetime service policy. It is a rifle that grows with you. You can swap every single part on this gun as your skills improve. The handguard is a traditional plastic clamshell design, which doesn't offer the cooling or accessory mounting options of a modern M-lock rail. The barrel is also not chrome-lined, though the Armonite finish does a great job of resisting corrosion. It's a basic setup, but it's a setup that has been proven in the hands of millions. This rifle is built around a 16-inch barrel with a versatile 1-in-9 twist rate, equipped with an adjustable folding rear sight and a fixed A-frame front sight. It is chambered in 5.56 NATO, allowing you to shoot both military surplus and civilian 223 Remington ammunition. The furniture is a standard 6-position collapsible synthetic stock that adjusts to any shooter's length of pull. It feeds from a 30-round standard magazine and hits the shelves with a price starting around $739. Number 3. Ruger AR-556. Since its introduction in 2014, it took only 18 months for this rifle to capture over 12% of the entire American AR-15 market. Ruger built this gun to be a feature-rich alternative to the entry-level competition, and they did it by keeping almost all the manufacturing in-house at their facility in Myoden, North Carolina. Ruger brings some serious metallurgy to the table with this platform. Every AR-556 barrel is cold, hammer-forged, a process Ruger is famous for. Independent testing has shown that this forging process produces a barrel steel that is measurably harder and more wear-resistant than the button rifle barrels used by most other manufacturers in this price bracket. They also pay attention to the small details that enthusiasts look for, like a properly staked gas key on the bolt carrier group to ensure it never shakes loose under high heat. In 2024 durability tests, this rifle completed a 5,000-round rapid-fire evaluation with only one single stoppage recorded. The barrel quality and the overall toughness of the build, it feels like a rifle designed for hard training. It also features a proprietary threaded delta ring that makes it much easier to swap out handguards compared to the traditional spring-loaded versions. The trigger is a standard mil-spec weight, which can feel a bit heavy and mushy for precision work. Like the Smith & Wesson, it also comes with basic furniture, so most owners will eventually want to upgrade the grip and stock, but as a foundation, it is rock solid. The AR-556 features a 16.1 0-inch cold hammer-forged barrel capped with an adjustable folding front and rear sight system. It is chambered in 5.56 NATO and features the same 6-position collapsible synthetic stock found on most modern tactical rifles. You get a 30-round standard magazine out of the box, and the rifle typically retails starting around $699. Number 2, Diamondback DB-15, a rifle that has been the dark horse success story of the last few years. While the big names like Ruger and Smith & Wesson fight for the spotlight, Diamondback has been quietly dominating the sales floor by offering a rifle that looks, feels, and performs like a high-end custom build, but at a price that makes you do a double take. In 2026, it has become one of the fastest-moving AR platforms because it bridges the gap between budget and boutique perfectly. What makes the DB-15 a technical standout is the attention to the extras that usually cost hundreds more. Most entry-level rifles give you plastic handguards. Diamondback gives you a 15-inch M-LOK aluminum rail that is free-floated for better accuracy. The bolt carrier group is shot-peened and magnetic particle inspected, ensuring there are no microscopic cracks that could lead to a failure under pressure. They also use a mid-length gas system on many models, which provides a significantly softer recoil impulse and less wear and tear on the internal components compared to shorter carbine-length systems. The aesthetics and out-of-the-box features, it looks like a $2,000 rifle, and for most recreational shooters, it performs like one too. It is a fantastic blank canvas for customization. Because Diamondback scales their production so high to keep prices low, some users have reported minor finish imperfections or the occasional need for better lubrication right out of the box. It might not have the combat-proven badge of a Daniel Defense, but for the average American patriot, it is more than enough rifle. This tactical platform is built around a 16-inch, 415 chrome moly vanadium steel barrel with a 1-in-8 twist, making it highly versatile for different bullet weights. It features a full-length top Picatinny rail and is chambered in 5.56 NATO, though it runs 223 Remington just as smoothly. The furniture consists of a 6-position adjustable synthetic stock and a Magpul-style grip for superior ergonomics. Feeding from a 30-round standard magazine, you can find the DB-15 starting at a very aggressive $650. Number 1. Ruger 1022. If you have been around the range for more than 5 minutes, this shouldn't come as a surprise, but the sheer scale of its dominance is what is truly shocking. The Ruger 1022 was introduced in 1964 and has never once been discontinued. Ruger has manufactured over 7 million of these. To put that in perspective, if you laid every 1022 ever built end to end, they would stretch from New York City to Los Angeles and back again nearly 3 complete times. It is, without question, the most popular semi-automatic rifle in American history. The genius of the 1022 lies in its revolutionary rotary magazine. When Ruger patented this in the 60s, it solved the number one problem with rimfire rifles, feeding reliability. By using a circular feed path, it ensures that the rim of the 22 LR cartridge never gets snagged, providing flawless operation that competitors spent decades trying to replicate. Today, the ecosystem is so vast that over 200 different companies make nothing but aftermarket parts for this specific rifle. You can literally build an entire 1022 without using a single original Ruger part that is a level of modularity no other civilian firearm can match. It is the ultimate trainer, the ultimate small game hunter, and the ultimate plinker. Youth programs in all 50 states report that this rifle is used in over 70% of all beginner training courses. It is reliable, lightweight, and has zero recoil. The only real con is that once you buy one, you will inevitably spend 3 times the price of the gun on upgrades because the aftermarket is so addictive. Some also find the factory trigger to be a bit heavy, but again, that is a 5-minute fix with a drop-in part. The classic configuration features an 18.5-inch barrel with an adjustable rear sight and a gold bead front sight for quick target acquisition. It is chambered strictly for the 22 LR and utilizes that famous 10-round rotary magazine that fits flush with the bottom of the stock. The stock itself is a rugged, checkered, synthetic black that can handle decades of abuse. Despite its legendary status, it remains incredibly affordable, starting around $319. A rifle is more than just steel and polymer. It is an extension of your intent and a tool for your freedom. Whether you're leaning toward the surgical precision of a bolt gun or the rapid-fire reliability of an AR platform, the best rifle in the world is the one you actually train with. We've seen the data, we've crunched the numbers, and the 12 rifles we talked about today are the clear winners of 2026. But now, I want to hear from the front line. Which of these is your ride or die this year? Did your favorite make the cut, or did we miss a hidden gem? Drop a comment below and let's get the conversation started. If this deep dive helped you make sense of the madness in today's market, do me a favor, slam that like button, hit subscribe to join the crew, and share this with a buddy who's looking to add to their collection. Your support keeps this channel independent and honest.